Hello guys, welcome back to our channel again. This is Herminio, and today I'll be presenting a new topic. The title is Qualities of Good Academic Research. Now, this presentation was taken from Botsrica, the top 10 qualities of good academic research. You can see the link below the title, and you can go through the complete presentation. So I'd like to thank research.com for publishing this article where I got all of or most of the presentations of this video. So again, when you try to search the internet, sometimes you need to choose the best article for your presentation. So I guess this is one of the best. So again, thank you Botsrica and Academic Research or research.com for publishing this article. So again, if you're new to this channel, I would like to invite you to subscribe, like, and share. So let's go. So number one, good quality of a good academic paper is good research is anchored on a sound research question. Take note of that. This is really the number one quality. Good research is anchored on a sound research question. A sound research question is one of the most important characteristics of good research. A good research question details exactly what a researcher wants to learn and defines a study scope. So it gives you the limits of your study, and it clarifies things about your study. So again, take note, number one quality of a good academic research is good research is anchored on a sound research question. Starting with the topic, you will have to narrow things in focus and then have your research question. Now, Cummings et al. 2013 suggests using the FINER or FINER criteria to create or evaluate a research question. According to the set of criteria, a good research question is 1. F. Feasible, I. Interesting, N. Novel, E. Ethical, and R. Relevant. Now make sure that your research question pass on this criteria, or else try to make a different research question. Now there are 3 steps to writing a good research question. Number 1, ask interesting questions. 2, choose the best question for research. 3, turn the question into a testable hypothesis. Again, ask interesting questions, choose the best questions for research, and turn the question into a testable hypothesis. By the way, guys, these steps in writing a good research question is very good when you are doing a quantitative research. Take note of that. Now, second quality of a very good academic research. Good research follows a systematic, appropriate research methodology. Now, the overall quality and success of research study are largely determined by the research methodology it uses. Take note of that. Second, choosing an appropriate research methodology helps ensure that researcher can collect relevant data and use right data analysis methods. Take note of this, that your method, your analysis methods, your type of data are really interconnected. The kind of data will dictate the kind of method you will have to use. Research methodology refers to the systematic procedure or techniques a researcher uses to ensure that his study achieves valid, reliable results. Take note of that. So this is the second one. Now, there are common research methodologies. These are, the common ones. Qualitative research methodology. Second, quantitative research methodologies. And third, the mixed methods research methodologies. There are others, like, let's say, multi-methods. And but when it comes to doing research, these are 3 that are very common. qualitative research methodology, quantitative research methodology, and mixed methods. It could be combined qualitative and quantitative methodology that makes up a mixed method. Now, qualitative research involves collecting, analyzing non-numerical data such as language to interpret subjects' beliefs, experience, and behavior. Qualitative research techniques include interviews, focus groups, and case study. So you see the kind of research methodology you are in will dictate the kind of data gathering you will be doing, and it dictates the kind of data that you will be gathering. So the kind of data, your methods you cannot separate them. There is an appropriate method for each data type. Take note of that. That's very important. Next, quantitative research methodology. It involves the collection and analysis of numerical data. Take note of that. Numerical data, which is when you say quantitative, it is numerical data to discover patterns, test relationships, and make predictions. In doing quantitative research, the way you do it is on surveys, experiments, systematic observations can be used to collect accurate data. Now, next is the mixed method. The mixed method, it is a combined, again, as I told you a while ago, that it is a combined quantitative and qualitative methods. According to Wisdom and Criswell, combining quantitative and qualitative research methodologies permits a more complete and synergistic utilization of data that does separate quantitative and qualitative data collection and analysis. So this is an example of the different basic types of mixed methods. So actually, this is from a website from Harvard. It emphasizes 3 different basic types of mixed methods. Number 1, convergent parallel design. Now, here there will be a combined analysis, then you compare and relate, and then the interpretation. Then after that, you discuss the areas of convergence and divergence between the quantitative and qualitative results. So that's why it is called convergent parallel design. Together, simultaneously, you do your quantitative and qualitative analysis, then you compare and relate, then you do the interpretation. Second is explanatory sequential design, where you do your quantitative data collection and analysis, then you follow up with a qualitative data collection and analysis, and after that, your interpretation. This will determine what quantitative results need further explanation. So you want to make a more elaborate, in-depth interpretation of the quantitative. This is a very good design, because qualitative will follow up the results from the quantitative. Next is exploratory sequential design. The qualitative data collection and analysis builds to a quantitative data collection analysis and then your interpretation. This is the use of a qualitative results to develop a new instrument or taxonomy for quantitative strand. So I guess in our next videos, I would like to present particularly on these areas, these 3 basic mixed method research designs, with so many, but I would like to focus on our next video presentation. Now, number 3, good research acknowledges previous research on the topic. So while good research leads to the discovery of new knowledge, it also means studying previous research on the topic by studying scholarly article, and other words relate to your subject of interest. So you get in an idea of what has already been studied and how your study fits into existing research. So you can easily find related studies by going through your institution's library management system or other publicly available ones, or you can go to the internet and search particularly on studies related to yours. What are other previous studies, and gain insights from those. Now, Number 4, a good research uses relevant empirical data and proper data analysis methods. So one of the most important qualities of good research studies that it deals with empirical data. Empirical data, take note, is a data that has been collected by researchers themselves through observation, experience, and experimentation. Take note, good research doesn't stop with the collection of empirical data. The data collected must be analyzed properly as well, and the type of data collected largely determines the right of data analysis method to use. Now, quantitative data, for instance, is usually analyzed through descriptive statistics or inferential statistics, or both. These statistics can help researchers find figures to summarize variables, find patterns, make predictions, and on the other hand, the analysis of qualitative data involves identifying and interpreting patterns and themes in textual data. Common analysis of methods for qualitative data include content analysis, narrative analysis, and thematic analysis. I, for one, is a little confident with the use of thematic analysis. Next is number 5, good research representative. Good research is representative and generalized. Okay, it could generalize, the results could be generalized to the entire population or into the entire universe as a whole. Now, good criteria of good research include being representative. In research, representativeness refers to sample's ability to represent a larger group. This is what I'm saying a while ago. This means that characteristics of the subjects or the people being studied closely match those of the study's target population. So meaning that, take note that once you studied, this is very obvious with the quantitative methods, that it must be that your research must be representative and generalized. Could generalize the entire population. Next is number 6, good research is guided by logic. One of the distinguishing characteristics of research is that the entire process is guided by logic. The logical process of induction and deduction can also prove to be valuable in research process. Golish et al. 2019 proposed that logic aids researchers by helping them arrive at valid conclusions. So take note, logic is really needed. If you hate logic, boy, you will have problems when you do research. So, logic is the science of correct thinking, and this, is required, when you try to do academic research, because academic research involves a lot of thinking, logical thinking, critical thinking. Now, number 7, good research has external validity. Good research has external validity if its results or findings can be applied to the real world. Take note of this. If your research findings can be generalized to other situations or applied to a broader context, your studies has high external validity. This is in connection with number 6, that your research can generalize or is representative to the entire population. So if it does, then it has a high external validity and could do something good and benefit the real world. Okay, now good research has external validity, and there are 2 types of external validity for researches to consider. Number 1, population validity and ecological validity. Research with findings that can be generalized from sample to a larger population has a high population validity. Meanwhile, you can achieve ecological validity if you can apply your studies finding to real world situations and settings. And then number 8, good research is replicable, reproducible, and transparent. Now, what does it mean by replicable or replicability of research study? It is important because this allows other researchers to test the study's findings. Replicability can also improve the trustworthiness of researchers' findings among readers. Second, it is reproducible. Though replicability and reproducibility are often used interchangeably, research is reproducible if researchers achieve consistent results using the same data and analysis methods. The reproducibility and replicability of research study and its findings can confirm the study's overall validity and credibility. Now, when it comes to its transparency and availability, for research to be replicable or reproducible, it must also be transparent or available to other researchers. Research must be written or presented in such a way that it provides comprehensive details on how data was collected and analyzed and how conclusions were reached. This is why most scholarly articles provide clear description of their corresponding research process. Now, number 9, good research acknowledges its limitations and provides suggestions for future research. Okay, so what it means that in many cases, these suggestions for future research stem from the research's limitations. Researchers must acknowledge their study's limitation and potential flaws and present this along with the study's findings and conclusion. Ross and Zaidi further explained that meaningful presentation of study's limitations include implications of these limitations and potential alternative approaches. Then, the last, good research is ethical. According to the World Health Organization, research ethics provide standards of conduct for scientific researchers. These standards help protect the rights and dignity of research participants while ensuring that researchers practice values such as honesty, objectivity, integrity, and accountability in their work. So take note of these things. And then there are common violations of research ethics. Number 1, falsification. This involves the manipulation or omission of data or findings. Now, not only those that are starting to do research are doing this, but even scientists are doing this. Now, fabrication. This involves making up data or results and presenting this as accurate. Okay. Plagiarism. This refers to the use of another person's work without giving due credit. By the way, for new researchers, out of these 3, the most common is, plagiarism. This is what I observe in classes. So again, thank you for watching our video, and I hope to see you again. I hope you like, comment, subscribe, share this video, and see you again. And then if you want to see the slides of this video, I put the link in the description of this video, and the link will lead you to SlideShare where I uploaded this presentation. Thank you guys and have a good day. Again, this is Herminio. Bye-bye for now and see you next time.